Adam Christ for MyMMAnews.com, being joined by Bassil Hafez, and he is just a few days from fighting for the welterweight strap for Cage Fury Fighting Championships. It's going down November 19th at the 2300 Arena, and he's taking on Christien Savoie. First and foremost, Bassil, it's been quite a journey. I've interviewed you in the amateur days, now to your professional days. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good, feeling good. Can't wait for the fight.
So this fight, it means a lot to you, obviously. You've been doing this for a long time. You've put your heart and soul into this for many years. So culminating to this moment now against Christien for the welterweight strap, what does this mean for you after all these years of hard work?
It means a lot, man. I'm excited. I'm grateful that CFFC offered me the opportunity. Thank you, my manager, David Arvello at First Round Management, for locking it in. And great opportunity. It's another stepping stone to get closer to the UFC, which is my goal to get signed and start fighting all those guys in that top league. So I can't wait, man. This is culminating to this moment, and it's going to be a good night.
So when did this bout first get put together? Because it seemed like, CFFC just did their back-to-back nights, which were absolutely fantastic. I saw the picture of you signing the contract, and immediately I hit you up, obviously, and asked for the interview. So what happened? How did this all come to fruition?
So I was kind of working with. Me and my manager were trying to figure out trying to get a fight for me. I guess it's been tough trying to find the right promotion to be able to, get my name out there more and fight. And I wanted a company that has notoriety, that has exposure. UFC Fight Pass being one of the things. So I want to be able to, I want to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking to CFFC and trying to had a matchup with the October 29th show against Solomon Renfro. He backed out, and then they couldn't find a replacement, and basically that got scrapped. And so I was kind of in a nice little limbo period for a week, and then a week later they hit me up. They hit my manager up, gave me a couple of matchups, and then finally came back and said, you know what, we'll offer him the welterweight title shot. It's vacant right now. It'll be against Christien Savoie. I don't even care who it's against. I just said, yeah, let's go. I'm gonna get that belt and bring it back home to balance.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations on the opportunity. Obviously, I can't wait to see the fight, but what do you know about Christien thus far? He's 8-0. We've talked about that before the interview. He seems like he's a solid guy. So what do you know about him and his fighting caliber, and how would you compare it to yours?
I feel like, I've watched a little footage on him. He seems like a tough guy. Seems like about my size. I don't think he's going to have a size advantage. He looks like he cuts a lot of weight, but he just looks overall well-rounded. He doesn't look like he has anything that jumps out and scares you, but he is not someone that you just take lightly. He's 8-0 for a reason. So, especially nowadays, every fighter is getting a lot better. So I feel like I'm better than him in all areas, honestly. I feel like my wrestling's better. I feel like my striking is better. And I feel like my jiu-jitsu is a lot better, especially being a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt under Ricardo Miglaris over at Balance Studio. So I'm excited. I'm excited for anywhere the fight goes, man. I know it's going to be a barn burner. It's going to be a scrap. I'm ready to go in there, put it all on the line, man. I want to come in with that belt. I'm ready for 5 rounds, whatever comes. I know it's a 4-round with a 5th round. If it goes tied going to the 4th, my goal is to go past the 1st, but whatever happens, tough guy. I'm expecting it's going to be a tough fight, and I'm ready wherever the fight goes.
So obviously you're very, very well-rounded. You have a split, between your knockouts, your submissions. You're very well-versed, and obviously, like you said, you're a black belt under some of Philly's best, and some of the world's best. Let's be honest. The lineage there is just you can't doubt it. So with Savoie, a lot of his stoppages have come via TKO or knockout, where, he has the submission, but whereas you've shown your versatility. Is this fight potentially going to show your elite grappling more so than let's stand and trade with the guy?
It's going to show whatever comes. I'm not gonna say what happens and where I want to go with the fight, because I know that I'm going to I'm going to basically take it wherever it needs to be. I'm going to stand up with him. I'm going to wrestle him. I'm going to take him down. I'm going to, use my jiu-jitsu. I'm going to try and beat him up in the clinch. I'm going to take the fight wherever it needs to go. I'm comfortable in all areas, and I've been training for that. I've been comfortable since I came back from my injuries, and I was out for, a year and a half. I was, the whole time I was out, I was visualizing. I was getting better. I was doing what I could do, while I couldn't fight. And I had that one fight in February, and I was trying to wrap them all back to back. Didn't get a chance to because of COVID, shut everything down, and didn't get any opportunities after that. But even throughout that time, I've been improving. I mean, this is all I do. This is my life.
Mm-hmm.
I quit my full-time job, about a year ago. So I've been focusing full time on mixed martial arts fighting. So all my grappling, everything, my striking, my clinch work, everything is based on improving in all areas. So there's really nowhere that I'm looking in particular. I know it's a fight and it could be anywhere. My goal is to win every single round and try and finish them every single round and come home with that belt, get my hand raised and get that post-fight interview.
So with obviously the bright lights under it with CFFC, you're going to have CM Punk, MMA Junkies, John Morgan announcing the fight, and the list goes on as far as UFC Fight Pass. I mean, it's just such a big opportunity coming your way, pending that win, which I know you think it's going to come your way. Obviously, you're not going in the fight to lose, but pending the win, how do you use this to catapult your career?
I use it to catapult my career in the way I want to get to the UFC. It's my goal, my dream has been to get signed by the UFC and fight for them, and eventually work towards a championship with them as well. So,
right.
It's going to be awesome having guys like CM Punk and I'm sorry,
John Morgan.
let's say John something else. So it's awesome having CM Punk and John Morgan calling the fight. Those guys have been in the fight game forever. They have a lot of exposure, so it's cool. I've watched CFFC fights and I've seen them call fights, so it'll be cool me being in there and then I'm excited for it. I know it's going to catapult my career if I win, and whether it's defending the belt or going right to the UFC, that's my dream. And it's something, I lost my parents about 10 years back, and when I first started my career, and it's something that I'm going to dedicate to them with this fight, and it's something that I want to prove to myself to know that I can make it and I can succeed in this for them.
Like I've said, I've seen you fight for a while now. I've seen, you've competed. You have the breast cancer awareness right there on your chest. You wear your heart on your sleeve and your emotions, and you let the people know. And that's something I find very respective. And but what I want to talk about is the brightness and the silver lining of things, because you're a positive guy. You like to use things to motivate and positive and press forward. Everybody's been so wrapped up in 2020 for the negative. What silver lining have you found with the pandemic that's been able to elevate your training to the next level?
I mean, it's tough to find a silver lining with the situation of everything being closed.
Right.
I set myself up where I have a nice little spot inside my where I live in my apartment, that I have a nice little gym set up with mats and equipment. So the silver lining for me was just, all right, everything else is shut down. I'm focusing on my training. Honestly, I was focusing on my training before. I think I focused before and got in better shape and got more well-rounded during quarantine because there was nothing else, no other noise going on. It was just train, just get better, just improve. The silver lining was that I could focus fully on myself in terms of martial arts and get better that way. I was able to go train at Algeo MMA here and there when everything started to pick up, and Balance Studios I still train, and 302 Jiu-Jitsu. So it's been a blessing, and it's been a good thing that I've been able to still get my training in. But I'd say the silver lining was just being able to focus more on my training and more on my martial arts.
So I have to ask, man, it's coming. I know you don't like to play the Nostradamus card, but you're not going in this fight, like I said, to lose, and you want to win impressively. From the first bell, how do you think this fight goes?
It's going to be action from the first bell right away. I know this guy likes to scrap. I mean, like I said, his style is very well-rounded. I feel like I more of a street fighter brawler in him. He doesn't come in and try to be very technical. He tries to just swing and throw for the fences and try and put you out, or he'll try and grind you down and lay on you and put his weight on you. So I'm excited for however the fight goes. I'm going to try and knock him out. I'm going to try and submit him. I'm going to try and dominate him. So whatever comes first, if I'm punching him and he gives me a spot for a submission, I've always been one to take it. I'm not going to punch myself out. I'm going to go for that choke. I'm going to go for that submission. If I'm punching him and he doesn't give me a spot, I'm going to keep on punching him. I'm conditioning myself to be able to punch all 5 rounds for 5 minutes every single round. So, wherever the fight goes, I believe I'm going to get a finish, but we'll see what happens. As long as I get my hand raised and that belt around my waist, become the new CFFC welterweight champ, that's all I'm thinking about.
I love it, man. So tell the fans what they can expect come fight night from Bassil Hafez.
Fans can expect energy, expect passion, and expect a good performance in a night if that existed in CFFC. But it's going to be a good fight. I never come out there and do boring fights. I'm always coming out there to try to make the fans happy. I know there's not going to be many fans in the building, but people watching from home, anyone watching, you're going to remember my name. You're going to remember that fight. It's going to be something that stays in the back of your mind. You remember Bassil Hafez came in there, and that dude brings the energy, and he comes in the fight.
And if you had one thing to say to your opponent, what would it be?
Let's do it.
I can't wait. All right, final thing before I let you go, Bassil. I always love to leave the last standpoint to the fighters to point out their sponsors, their coaches, they're the people that mean the most to them. So I want to give the same platform to you, your sponsors, your shout outs, your social media, how the fans can keep up with you on Facebook, Twitter. The floor is yours, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate my main news and Adam, giving me the interview. You guys have always been awesome to me and always try to give me the spotlight whenever you can. So great company and great network. You guys have got to check out my main news, other interviews as well, because we have a bunch of fighters and friends that do interviews with them. I want to thank a couple gyms and sponsors that I have. It's going to be a nice little list, but I want to thank Balance Studios, Ricardo Miglarice, my head coach, Andy Russell, my striking coach, two guys that have been with me from the jump and have always, tried to guide me the right way and help me improve. I want to thank Algio MMA, 302 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu down in Delaware, Hall of Fame PT Eddie Hall, my strength conditioning coach, who has been making sure that I am going to be fully ready to go all 5 rounds without issue. Really knows how to push me, and I love that guy. Performance Meal Prep, who's been helping me with my meals and really making sure that I get the right nutrition and I don't have to stress about it. I could just literally come home, eat, and then move right on. Cafe La Mode, RP, Renaissance Periodization, Will Starks for helping me with, making sure everything is good in my diet and my macros and everything, that I'm good going into the weight cut and good going into the fight. Blade and Badger Barbershop for always giving me a fresh cut. I don't have one right now because I haven't been over there in a little bit, but I'll have one going in the fight. Craig Bond, the CNT Massage, always making sure that I'm recovering right. I have a few other sponsors, Penable Solutions, CJ Hunt, he's a friend of mine over, Penable Solutions, Derek Weidman, CJ Hunt, a friend of mine, he's a car dealer over in Wilmington area, or near Wilmington, over Glen Mills. Turnersville Family Dentistry, Adam Olson Fitness, Spartan Gym, First Round Management. I want to thank my manager, David Arvello, for, having my back, getting me this fight, and always making sure that I'm getting the best deal I can get. I think that's pretty much it as of now.
I love it.
Trying to lock down more sponsors. I think
you had quite the list there. I was like, man, this list keeps going. So
I didn't prep it the best way too. I kind of just had it all over the place, so I'm just like scatterbrained with it. But I want to thank all those guys. I want to thank everyone that's helped me, all my training partners, all my guys at Balance, all my guys at 302 and Algio MMA, everyone that's taken part in this preparation for this fight. Everyone has a part in it. I'm the one that goes in there and fights, but it's a big team and it's a big support system. So I'm grateful, and I can't wait to get in that cage and prove myself to the world.
I can't wait to see it, man. And I can't wait to look forward to it. I wish you nothing but the best. I'm stumbling over my words because obviously I've seen you fight so many times now, and just the history there. So it just, I love seeing good things happen to good people. So one, it's very just a proud moment just to be like, man, I saw this guy from the beginning, seeing him do his big thing now. It's just great to see. So congratulations. I wish you nothing but the best in the future. And good luck against Christien Savoie. I can't wait, man.
My man, I appreciate it again, Adam. Thank you for giving me the time, bro. Always.
There he goes, Bassil Hafez. He's taking on Christien Savoie. It is going down November 19th at the 2300 Arena, live on UFC Fight Pass for Cage Fury Fighting Championship. Bassil Hafez and Christien Savoie will be fighting for the vacant welterweight championship. Don't miss this fight. For Bassil Hafez, I'm Adam Christ. Make sure you keep it locked to mymmanews.com for all your fight news needs.